Welcome back. This is the back nine of round 3 at the 2018 Las Vegas Challenge. We are on the FPO Lead Card. We're playing the Adidas Terex Golf Course. I'm Madison Walker.
And I'm Lisa Fajkus. Thanks to the PDGA again and Innova Disc Golf, as well as Jomez for covering the women.
We are excited to have coverage all of the rounds this week. It's awesome. We get to see a whole bunch of different faces on film as well. It's cool for the viewers, a little switching up the card all the time. We have Kat, Paige, and Sarah, which are seasoned vets on the lead card, and then we get a new face, Kona.
Happy to see Kona up here on the feature card.
Most of y'all know her. She's very good at social media.
She's up and coming.
Working really hard. So we're starting out with the par 3. It's 378, so it's a little long, but it's definitely gettable. There is water all the way down the right side, so it makes it a little scary. There's a cart path way left, but for the most part, it won't come into play. You can kind of work your shots out in the middle of the fairway on the left.
Safe shot there by Hokom.
It's the shot I would say is probably throwing over the water, kind of a hyzery shot.
Aggressive.
That's what I did. But
wow.
To get it, you really have to push it. Looks like Kona's doing that.
She keeps it nice and flat, but it's gonna hyzer out a little.
She put it real low.
She did. Almost looked like it caught some water. But
yeah, it did.
Catrina wants to bite off as much as she can get because she knows she can get there with her distance.
Yep.
And she puts it over that water so nice.
No fear.
Lets it come. Oh, just she trusted it, but man, does not get rewarded. Almost probably inches there.
Like it even hit the
Paige
side.
with the same route because she's got the arm.
She does.
She's got the distance, and there it is.
Awesome.
Beautiful.
She's got a 2-look. Long
Sweet.
putt, but it is there.
Yep.
Kind of liked this
the
hole.
retee. Oh. Wow, she never actually crossed in?
Yeah, well, I think she, if I had to guess.
Oh, she's doing the same shot?
No.
How?
If I had to guess, she's reteeing because if she was going to be throwing where it went out, it would be in those rocks right ahead of the tee pad. So it's probably
a decision. She plays way wide for her third tee shot.
A lot
just
safer.
Stay safe. It's okay to be out there.
That is brutal.
Okay, looks like
there's a lot of these holes where you have to make a decision. If you're going to bite off that much, you have to take the chance that you're going to have to retee. It sucks.
Is she taking provisional now? Because she just...
I think I actually was on the hole across the water, and so I got a little bit of insight, just a little bit, but I think there was a little disagreement on where it went out of bounds, so I'm sure she's doing a provisional and talking to the tournament director after. Maybe
she must be. Yeah.
She thought it touched.
Oh, I see. Fair enough.
So it touched before it went in the water. But I saw them going back and forth, her reteeing and also throwing the approach.
Okay, so they'll straighten it out after the round then.
Following it up with a huge putt.
Stuck it in right side.
Awesome to see it. Finish it off with the SloMez, even after all the woes.
Way to recover. There you go, Paige.
Big birdie.
Huge. That's picking up quite a few strokes on Kat right there. Yeah, so Paige is only one back now.
Wow. That was quite a few.
Excuse me. She's tied for the lead with Sarah after that.
Wow. Hokom, you don't even notice. She's just playing quiet and super clean. That's the kind of golf that keeps it going. That's the kind of golf that works on this golf course, especially in the women's field.
Knowing your distance, knowing your power.
Taking your pars and going is what we like to see out here. Birdies are good, but pars are so good in the women's field.
Yep. I like to say little arm, little trouble.
True that. Here we are at a par 4. This is 516 feet, so it's just barely a par 4. Lots of trouble. Water on the right side. I think we're teeing off from out of bounds. No. Yes, we're teeing off from out of bounds, so you got to cross the cart path.
Get over it.
Woo! Huge. You don't want to land on the green, obviously. Basket is up on a little mound. There's some hills around there. Lots of tree branches, so it's a really cool hole. I love this hole, even though I messed it up huge.
Super fun hole. I think so too. Yes.
I took a 5, but went out of bounds on their water. But it's still it's a good golf hole. It's a really good use of the land on a golf course, I think. And the green is really cool. You'll see when we get up there. Ooh,
ouch.
Ooh, she might be touching. She might be touching the
super
grass.
close.
Catrina decides to just play it safe. Pitch up. That's what the goal was.
Yeah, clean hyzer. She took off some distance, but she kept it super safe.
Mm-hmm. She can rely on her upshot. She's got those beautiful putter and mid-range hyzers.
Wow,
wow.
It's just a smart way to play
Perfect
the hole.
example.
It's great. Sarah puts a nice anhyzer right away on the disc, and it comes out great.
God, makes it look easy. Wow, lots of action. I don't know if Kona was ruled safe or not.
Yeah, we're gonna have to see on her scorecard if that was OB.
So those reeds down there are out of bounds as well. So you go past the basket and roll down there. There's some trouble you can get into.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yep, I had a girl on my card go down there, but it looks like Kona stopped just before the OB line, which is good. Nice safe run at it. Hokom with the bird. A 3 feels good on that hole. It really does.
So good.
It's very gettable though if you just play smart.
Mm-hmm.
Cool to get a birdie on a par 4. I always love that. Kona tapping in with a 4.
Oh, okay. So she was
out of
OB.
bounds, yeah.
Yep.
And the only par 5 of the weekend is hole 12. Right?
Oh, wow, you're
Pretty
right.
sure. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is the only par 5, 1,000-footer.
Oh.
So you need every bit, and unfortunately the sand trap is OB. So
The cart path runs all the way along the left side, the fence on the right. Basically, you just want to keep it in the middle. There's trees on both sides, but it's a wide fairway, and if you can just keep it in the middle, throw as hard as you can.
right.
Just throw it perfectly. It's really not that hard.
If you throw 2 500-foot shots, you'll be there.
I don't know how I feel about a 1,000-foot hole. What do you think about it?
It's really long. I feel like I'm back at Old Settlers Park, but it's tough.
Is it necessary? I don't know. But I guess if it's only one, it's not a big deal.
No, it's open enough. Yeah, and you just have to be careful. For it being so open, there is trouble.
Yep, there's a little.
Jen Allen, I just have to shout her out here. She had a beautiful second drive on the fairway and just found that tiny little sand trap.
Oh, did
It was
she?
like the worst luck.
Oh,
On
brutal.
such a beautiful anhyzer, too. It's brutal.
Yeah, that sand trap does definitely come into play on the second shot.
Kona with the strike, looking good.
Hokom gets over on it a little bit, but it doesn't roll, which is good. Just
Yeah.
kind of slides up. That won't hurt her too bad. It'll just make her fourth shot a little longer.
Yep.
It's that's one thing. If you
Ooh, see, that's the sand trap. Oh, dang it.
right in the middle.
There is trouble in this hole. And
Cat working the roller.
Cat doing what she does good.
Flip up. It's a little windy out there. It's kind of. I was talking to some of the guys.
Oh, wow.
I was talking to some of the guys about it. They were. I was wondering why more people weren't throwing rollers, and apparently when there's wind, it's a little scary. But
Okay, I can
Cat
see.
has no fear, and she just does the dang thing. It's unfortunate it went out of bounds, but it's way up there.
That risk reward, if you pull that one off, you're biting off so much distance. And
Paige threw an unintentional roller.
whoa, backwards roller.
Is that part of the plan? Oh my!
Stay out of that.
No way.
It almost, it thought about it.
Oh my gosh.
Wow, that was a lot of ground play.
That is brutal. It could have been bad. There's a lot of that. I guess with this short grass, there's a lot of crazy rolls everywhere.
And the greens are like ice, aren't they?
Especially in the morning when they're cold.
Mm-hmm.
Kona working that Annie line beautifully.
Yep, that star strike again. Good distance.
Wow, giving herself a putt. Love it.
Amazing. Ooh, love to see that big hyzer line.
Not something you see very often on
That
the
Paige
ladies cards.
Yeah, she does it so well. And there she is.
Another backwards roll. What's going on? Her dislike her so much they come back to her. Boomerangs.
Catrina on that recovery from the OB. She's putting herself for a good putt.
basically on these approaches, you can't be too mad if you're not right under the basket. No one's really throwing mid-ranges. No one's really, throwing putter-up shots. We're throwing drives, and so it feels good when you're close, but it's not, it doesn't feel too bad when you're giving yourself a circle putt.
Some tailwind putts.
I'm interested on the
Oh,
stats
she
on
got
this.
it high enough. Very nice putt there. Another SloMez.
Well,
Just enough off the front of the cage.
so it looks like the ladies averaged a 5.8 out here. So there's a handful of sixes. I can see that if you don't bite off enough on any of your drives or you go out of bounds once in the bunker or OB, it can be tough. Turns out it's the second most difficult hole on the course for the ladies. So that doesn't surprise me really either.
Right. It's all about distance on this hole. And then
Wow,
being safe.
63% of the field was a bogey or worse. Oof. Yeesh.
So
We don't like it.
that's 6 and higher with it being a par 5.
We do not like it. Oh, is that AJ again? It's gotta be. No one else acts like that.
Oh my god.
Well, all these people are. Maybe there's lots of AJs. This is another par 3, a long one. Long par 3. This, in my opinion, even though it's only 489 feet, I think this could be a par 4 because it's uphill the whole way. You can't really see the basket from the tee pad. There's a green in the way.
Tweener.
Yeah, it's a tweener. It's not, I don't think, I would be surprised if any person in the entire field, men or women, got a 2 on this. I bet you no one did. I'm going to check.
Yeah, we can.
Women average 3.8, so I think it could definitely be called a 4, in my opinion, but par doesn't matter.
Right. Maybe moving forward, that's something to take in consideration.
1-2 in the whole field with Garrett Gerthy.
Who? Yeah, okay. He throws kind of far.
No, he does throw kind of far.
Yeah.
Florida represent.
Nice too, double G.
Yep, A+. Wonder how long the putt was. That's impressive. Kona ripping a hyzer, doing what she does best. It's very smart to just lay up in front of the green, having a straightforward approach to the basket. It's again on a mound. So and there is OB behind the basket as well.
Oh no.
Oh. So you definitely want to land softly. You want to throw a touchy approach, which is so difficult out here when it's windy, when you're trying to pull out your stable discs.
Yeah, fast greens, they can take an edge, roll your disc away.
Apparently, this is considered, according to my UDisc stats page, this is the first most difficult hole on the course. It was the largest percentage above par. Interesting.
I can see that. You got the OB long, OB short again. It's the theme of the course and the tournament.
You got the OB long, OB short, and the mound rolling towards the OB long and OB short.
Good point.
Paige hitting a big one.
Cleaning up nice. She got really good height on that putt. Gave it a perfect chance to go in.
You can see that flag's blowing a little bit. There is some wind out there. It wasn't too bad. I don't remember it being bad. But it's, we're in the desert. It's wide open.
Catrina matches with a good putt. Staying one off the pace. I think I need a star Rd3 now.
That picture was awesome too. Take me to Colorado and I'll throw Rd3s. Moving on to another par 4. This one's around 500 feet again. Another kind of tweener. Same thing. Green before the basket. Basket on a mound. OB behind the basket. Same deal. This one, the OB on the left and right kind of tightens as you get closer to the basket. There's a line on the right and a cart path on the left. You basically just want to throw it up in the middle, lay up to the green, and pitch over and take your putt. Just smart, safe golf here is what's going to pay off. There's a bunch of little anthills on the right side of the fairway that make for very interesting approach shots. You see Kat landed up on one, Paige landed on the other side of one. it's kind of, I kind of like the hole, even though I don't usually love roped OB. I think it was a good addition. And I think it was a well thought out hole with the property they're working with.
Mm-hmm. Lots of challenges here. Slight uphill.
Hokom tangles up in the trees, but it's not going to hurt her. She'll just have a little longer of an approach.
Mm-hmm. She's been staying really clean on her approaches. See if she can continue that.
Yep. There's one thing that's sure. She knows the discs in her bag.
Yeah, you're safe.
Looks like she took a little off. Maybe was worried about going deep in that wind.
She actually did go deep on the previous hole. Maybe she was still thinking about that, too.
Cat turned it over again, but even though there's some low-hanging branches, she'll have a still straightforward putt or approach. Kona doesn't quite get as much on it as you want. Wow.
Stay safe, though.
Did Catrina go out? I didn't realize that line wrapped that tight over there.
I think she's good.
Paige has a look at a putt. Kona puts it right under the basket.
Mm-hmm.
Smart layup. This whole butts up to Tournament Central, so there's a lot of action behind the basket. A lot of action, a lot of noise, people warming up, putting, talking, clapping.
Yeah, you actually feel like you're finished with the round because you're back at HQ.
Yep.
But you still have 4 holes to go.
Yep, there's one more little loop that goes out and back. It also feels like you have 2 hole ones. It's very weird.
I agree. It's a different feeling as you're moving on to hole 15.
Well, it looks like that was a pretty merited par 4. The field averaged at a 4.1, so.
This is a fun downhill shot that you want to stay to the left, so you're going to hyzer in at the basket right there. Long is going to be OB past the rocks, the big rocks, and then the cart path on the right.
There's a roped line on the left as well. I was scared on this hole.
I was too.
It's downhill, so you have to kind of commit. It'll hyzer out on you and play with. You can see Paige is kind of playing with that OB line over there.
Yeah, you want to lay it out there, trust it, put it out there, know it's going to hyzer back.
But then
give yourself a look. But unfortunately, Kona puts too much on her hyzer.
Yeah, that Weeping Willow really just takes the hyzer line out. You almost have to throw something flipped up. And let it work it out like Hokom does. Wow, look at that backhand.
Is it coming back? Yes.
Keep going.
It ran out of energy there.
Man, that should have come back in.
It's going to be tough because her next shot is going to be pretty far back.
Yeah, Kat, I think, has the right idea. You want to keep it low, and she's, works the flip up hyzer. She is going to be entangled in those little trees, but, she's safe, and that's what you want on this hole.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't feel bad about a 3. I definitely played a little too aggressive, but, it's a tough tee shot. It's very intimidating. Hokom gives herself a putt.
Good.
It's one of those holes that you just want so bad. You want it,
Yep.
and it's so gettable, but
Yeah.
it's so scary.
A really nice drive here.
Ooh, nice putt.
I was in one of these little sticky bushes here and about 25 out. Didn't convert though.
Got a 3.
Yeah.
That's fine though. That's
Yeah.
fine. Oh, another big old flagpole hole. Just in case you can't see it. It's funny, from the tee pad you really can't see the basket. You have to squat down. You have to kind of move around. It's hidden pretty well from up there.
Very well.
Sort of a blind shot.
It is a blind shot.
Makes it scarier.
I agree.
Always love the rocks on the green. Looks cool. Very stereotypical deserty. Yeah, I got a bogey on that as well.
There we go. 711 feet. Keeping it pretty wide open here, minus the green in front of the basket.
There's a little bunker on the left side.
Is there OB long?
I think it's a fence.
Okay, so no OB long here, but you got that mound.
Yep. And the mound is so brutally steep on both sides.
Yeah.
This one you want to do what Kat did. You want to stay on the right side of the fairway because that cart path for sure comes into play if your drive hyzer's out. You basically are just throwing as hard as you can, laying up in the field, and trying to put yourself as far as possible so you can decide whether you want to lay up to the green or go for it to the basket and try to lay up past the green for your putt. Paige, wow. Really
Major distance.
Wow.
It just kept going.
Holy cow. Really gets a hold of a hyzer, puts it way down the fairway. I think she'll go for it on her approach. Huh. Did you go that right route?
I did.
I threw an Anheuser to the left of the tree.
Right now I'm favoring hyzers over Anheuser, so
Okay.
I like to punch it straight and let hyzer down.
I like that there's an option on this hole that you could...
I do too.
Yeah, that you could
Yeah.
make that decision.
Yeah, I saw just like Sarah's doing, Jessica did a flick as well, so it plays for those sidearms.
Threw an Annie backhand.
Oh, cool.
So there's that bunker right in front of Hokom. It's not going to come into play really for most of the women.
Such a good second shot there. Just the control there. There's a lot of OB here on that second shot, so great control.
Mm-hmm.
And
Looks like Kat's going for it.
we're gonna see Kat go for this. It's in her wheelhouse.
For sure. And she kind of lays up left.
Just kidding.
Wow, it looked like she was going for it.
It's a great layup.
It's a smart play.
It really is. You're getting yourself a little pitch up from there.
And I mean, the thing is, if you go for it from way out there, yeah, you might get past the green, but are you really going to give yourself...
Kona went for it.
I was going to say, are you really going to give yourself a putt? And there she goes.
Amazing.
That was great. Paige does the same thing. She's got a little hairy, kind of deathy putt, but Paige can make that all day.
Super routine and well executed here.
Mm-hmm. Wow, Kona.
I
That's
know.
a great shot.
Yeah. Kona's got great power.
Mm-hmm. You can tell she spends a lot of time driving.
Right.
She's got it dialed.
Got to play with her last weekend, or the weekend before this tournament at the Wintertime Open. So that was fun. Got to play all 3 rounds with Kona.
Awesome.
Yeah. First time seeing her game. It's really impressive.
Yeah, she throws far.
Good hit.
Looks like Paige had a little brutal roll away. It's all too common on this hole. Shaking my fist. Key is just landing flat, it's hard to play aggressive and go for the putts while also landing flat. It's kind
Yeah.
of a catch-22. You have to decide. And Kona tapping in your 3, baby. Awesome.
Just knowing that everyone's going to have these bad breaks and just moving on.
So this is a very gettable par 3 for distance, 295. Downhill, but you have to kind of go up and over a little hill. It's blind. Cannot see the basket
No.
from the tee pad. Lots of trees. OB deep and left on the cart path, but that's really all you have to worry about.
Yeah, I wanted to make sure to punch it through this first gap. Don't want to be short because that just gives you a lot of trouble for your next shot.
As long as you're up on the hill, you can see the basket, which does
right,
help.
it's open, but it's long.
Ooh, Cat gets a kind of a brutal kick. Right. The little tree right in front of the tee pad, it's crazy how many options it takes away.
Mm-hmm.
Hokom working the flex forehand. That's what I did too.
Well played.
Got myself a 15-footer and
Paige
missed
is
it.
lining up the big hyzer.
Oh, yay.
Boom.
What power lines.
Just go in. A little short, but clean.
yourself a putt.
Yep.
Yeah, this is one that if you can get all the way down there, you want to make your putt. And but it's hard to get down there. It really is.
Only a little early there. Yeah, it is tough to get down there. I was just happy to have a look for
Looks like
just
Cat kind of aired it out a little bit.
she did. I mean, a 3 here, you're feeling good just walking away
Hokom
clean.
running at it.
Nice.
Looks like it. Kona pitching it right up to the basket. Take a bogey. Paige looking for a 2 right off the band. No 2s on this hole. Wow. Not 1, 2 in the whole women's field. That's very surprising. to me.
Surprising since it's under 300 feet.
Yeah, it's a really tough tee shot. God, I had a 15-footer. That makes
You
me
could have
even
been
madder.
that too.
I could have been the one. Yep, it's a fun little hole. Maybe some would call it shooly. I'm sure a lot of the open men didn't probably love it too much, but I thought it was kind of fun.
I thought this was a really fun course altogether, but not a lot of scoring separation.
No.
We're seeing the top card here all within 2 strokes.
Yep.
Or
And
now
I think
3 strokes.
most of the second and third cards were right around the same thing as well.
Yes.
Yep. Lots of everyone was sitting in between 1 under and 4 over.
Mm-hmm. Pretty close to par.
Yep. This is the finishing off with a par 4 on hole 18, 585, so it's definitely merited par 4.
Yep, a nice fun mound here that we're putting on, and then
For a nice change of pace.
Oh wait, we got OB long and short this one,
Just for something a little different from the rest of the holes.
and left and right.
It's roped OB on the left, cart path on the right. The tee pad is tucked back
Ooh.
down a narrow little fairway.
Paige throwing with a little extra aggression, and I like it.
And I like it too, right up there by the green.
She takes her hat off. You know she means business.
This drive's a little scary because if you hyzer out left, you're gonna go like Kona. You're gonna go over the.
I was
rope
nervous throwing this drive.
Me too. I threw forehand. I haven't thrown a
Nervous.
forehand drive all day.
I took my Colossus out again and just tried to bang
Throw
it
flat and
bang it straight.
Yeah.
Yep.
There's a tree on the right that kind of takes out the hyzer. You can see Kat working a flip up, full flight
That'll work.
shot. Yep, worked fine. But it is scary. It's more narrow than we'd been throwing all day. So to kind of throw that in at the end, it's like,
When we're a little tired and we want to just finish with the par.
we can see headquarters. We can see mimosas in the future. Looks like Hokom is safe on the left side. It'll be a nice, easy.
Super solid.
Kona ripped one. Perfect. God, she's got that dialed in.
Very nice. Is that a mid-range?
Mid-range or a putter. Kat doing what she
Wow.
does best.
It was
Working the hyzer.
Putter looks
It's a
like.
putter, yeah.
Beautiful. Paige doing the same with their putter.
There, it looks like they're going to take their threes and get out of here.
That must be nice.
I got a 3 on this too. I was very excited.
I made a really great putt right where about Hokom was standing for my 3.
Looks like the women's field averaged with a 4.3 on this hole, so the par 4 is definitely merited. Birdie feels great.
Nice birdie there. See if Paige can tie it up. No problem.
No problems. And Kona's got to tap in, and I say that I'm gonna jinx her.
Oh.
No. Okay, it's out. This hole again rolls towards OB, so
Those
you want to make sure you
mounds.
land flat. Yeah,
They don't give up. They make it so much harder.
I may or may not write a scathing tournament review to the PDGA about baskets on mounds.
Ooh.
Well, that wraps up 18 holes on the Terex course.
Got to tie up the lead now with Kat and Paige.
Very exciting.
+4 for the round and the tournament.
We want to thank PDGA and Innova Champion Discs for sponsoring the footage. Also to Jomez for coming out there early and walking around with us.
Thanks, guys, for watching. Make sure you come back for the final round.
So, setting up to be very exciting. We get to watch Sarah Hokom again with Paige and Kat, and then Jennifer Allen's our new face for the weekend. I'm Madison Walker.
And I'm Lisa Fajkus.
And we'll see you next time.